There he is. You're alive. This is the... who has a deck of cards? Anybody? Come on, real quick. Anybody?
And who the hell are you?
The best friend you never knew you'd make.
Piss off, you humanoid trash.
That's so avocado.
When we finally came up with the idea to bring back Avocado, we wanted to do something people didn't really expect.
And we like the idea that when we encountered him, that they weren't looking for him. It was just sort of like a surprise in the episode itself.
We'll have a lot of reunions of characters, whether friendly reunions or or Gary meeting a Lord Commander. There's all kinds of reunions, and one in particular that I cared about is the Avocado and Little Cado's reunion, and that's where sort of my being father comes in, and I wanted to make sure that their reunion feels emotional and authentic. This is the moment that fans been waiting for, and so wanted to make sure we honor their enthusiasm and expectation.
There's so many little tiny Easter eggs throughout this episode, and we really wanted to plant some things that affected season 1. And one of them is when Gary finds Mooncake, and he's in these prison cells, his E35-1, and it's like, he's the one that sets Mooncake free and pretty much starts this whole chain of events. When Mooncake finds Gary in season 1, it's because he recognizes him, and I think that's so cool.
To pull someone from the timeline without completely unraveling the threads of reality, someone else has to fill the hole left by the transferee. Someone has to time swap. Wink.
You mean someone has to stay behind?
We thought this would be a good opportunity to use Avocado as an example of this rule that we're gonna do throughout the series. And I think it was a really cool way to bring him back.
By far the hardest type of story I've ever tried to write is time travel related, because they're impossible to get 100% right. There's always some logical problem that someone can find with them. And being around a writing table with a bunch of very intellectual writers, it is impossible to satisfy everyone.
Olin, David, and I work together really closely to make sure that the plot doesn't get in the way of telling the emotional story between two characters.
Gary knew that he was gonna be the one to do it. He can be alone. You know, he's done it. He's spent 5 years on a prison ship. He spent his whole life alone. He can do that. He can serve out that time.
Gotta say, it sucked. I mean, I've been here for months, but I did learn how to speak Pidgin. No, you're the best. Peace be with you, my brother.